Peter Gilmore here for another video on this Columbus Day, Monday night, and you know what that means. Time for another video right here on the brand new Gilmore Chronicles, now known as The Shadow's Lair. And I'd like to welcome you all into and inside The Shadow's Lair. This is episode number 35 of The Shadow's Lair series. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below in my pants. As always, in the description box below. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And subscribe to this channel, my other accounts as well, like I said. And tap and slap that bell. Treat it like it's the New York Mets. Smack it around. Kick them out. But hit the bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. Pretty much, that's pretty much it. And that's it. So, there you go. So, we'll move on from there. So, hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great weekend and a Columbus Day weekend. Columbus Day is today. Most of you people had the day off, like I did. And I'm back to work tomorrow, slaves. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But hope you had a great weekend. And if not, well, too bad for you, assholes. And that's that. Alright, on this Columbus Day, October the 10th, 2022. Once again, my name is Peter Gilmore, but you knew that already. And if you didn't, well, now you know. Like Hit Rose says, if you don't know, now you know. And that's it. So on this Monday night, we got Monday Night Raw coming up in about, at the top of the hour, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Hop, skip, and jump away from where I am, but am I going? No. I would have been there already if I was going. But not going to Monday Night Raw. Don't care. But should be a pretty damn good show. We got the Bloodline on the show with our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. As always, like the prophecy, we the ones. That's it, because the prophecy is the greatest thing of this generation. That's that. So we got the Bloodline tonight. Probably do a segment maybe with DX. DX's 25th anniversary reunion, whatever you're gonna call it. Billy Gunn was supposed to be there. Now he's not there. No, I don't know if he's gonna be there. I don't know what the hell's going on with Billy Gunn. But I can only imagine what the fans are gonna be doing tonight. Because they're going to be looking for Billy Gunn. If he's not there, they're going to be like, oh, scissor me, daddy. They're going to really give Hunter and Sean and X-Pac and the Road Dogg a whole bunch of fits. Because, you know, the New York crowd don't give two shits. Because we are the best crowd in all professional wrestling. The sport of professional wrestling. If you think it's not a sport, fuck you. The sport. Go look it up. It's a sport. And that's all I gotta say about that. So we got that. We got some matches tonight. Should be okay. Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins 2 for the United States title. See what happens with that. We also got Johnny Gargano taking on Austin Theory. Not looking forward to that, and I don't care. Also, they're gonna have a Miz birthday celebration I don't give two fucks about. But Dexter's supposed to come out from one of the tables or something like that. I'm like, oh, what else is new? And that's it. But will Bray Wyatt be there? We'll see. He could be. You never know. Him and his Wyatt 6 faction. Still, I'm still having flashbacks to that fucking epic return from Extreme Rules. It was so good. So good. And I hope, Hunter, you don't fuck up Bray Wyatt. Please, for the love of all that is holy, do not fuck this up. You too, Stephanie. Hi, Steph. But, please, for the love of God, do not mess up Bray Wyatt. Please. Don't be like your dad, Vince, and fucked everything up. Now you have to clean up his mess. Please don't mess with Bray Wyatt. Please. Let it play out. Let this play out. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I guarantee this is gonna be amazing. This run by Bray Wyatt is gonna be fabulous. Can't wait. I can't wait. I always see what happens with that. And who could be these real life people that are portraying like the Rambling Rabbit and Mercy the Vulture and Abigail and the Fiend and everything? So many people are on Twitter and Facebook and basically on YouTube are like, who's these people gonna be? Well, Bo Dallas is supposed to come back, and they're saying he's gonna be the Rambling Rabbit. Joe Gacy is already Husky the Pig. That's already given. That's given. I mean, he was already named in the Bray Wyatt little QR code shit. He was already named, so. Then again, he could be the Rambling Rabbit. Never know, but either one of them. As far as Mercy the Vulture, like I said, probably be Dexter. The Fiend, I don't know. They're saying, some people are saying Damian Priest. I'm like, why? Why would Damian Priest want to wear a mask? That's weird. Why would Damian Priest as the Fiend? Okay. What planet are you on? Are you listening to Dave Meltzer again? What's going on here? Uncle Dave? David? Anyway, as far as Abigail goes, people saying Liv Morgan, people saying Nikki Ashhole. Either one would be good, an upgrade. Even though I miss Bliss, but, that's just me. But it'll be not sort of an upgrade, but for their characters, Liv Morgan and Nikki Ashhole. And that's that. Then you got Bray Wyatt, of course. So we'll see what happens with this Wyatt 6 group. And I'd love to see them go against the Bloodline. I would love it. But probably won't be till next year, probably. Well, maybe sooner or later, but we'll see. That's that. Also, WrestleMania 40 already announced. It's going to be in that shithole, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in April of 2024. Because next year's in SoFi Stadium. A warmer climate. That's on April 1st and 2nd of next year. And like I said, Philadelphia in 2024. And you better hope it's not snowing. Oh! God forbid it's snowing in April. It could. You never know. It could happen. I mean, but it's Philly, and, you got to worry about rain. It's in where the Eagles play. What's that? Lincoln Field or whatever the name of it is. So it's outside, so not under a dome like LA. Or even in Raymond James Stadium. I remember, what was it? Last year, I think it was. Not last year, 2 years ago. Where it was pouring on night 1 and 2. And somehow they still got the damn pay-per-view off. But, that you run the risk of thunderstorms and, God forbid, a hurricane. Well, not April, but, torrential rain. Especially in Florida and, not so much Los Angeles and Arizona. Or even, not so much Texas because they have a dome. So, but I don't like WrestleMania 40 being outside in Philadelphia in April. God forbid it's like 40 degrees outside. People are bundled up in their winter jackets. Or just people being idiots and, just going there without a jacket. But I don't like WrestleMania 40 being in Philly. I don't. I'd rather have it in Minnesota, in a dome. Dink, McFly, dink! But, I mean, if it comes off good and it doesn't rain, and it's warm-ish, like 50, 60 degree weather down in Philly, we'll see how it comes off. But, another 2-night event. Well, at least it's not 8 hours, thank the Lord, like WrestleMania 35 was. But still, it is what it is. So we got all that. And also, final thing I'll actually mention, Wrestle Kingdom 17, January the 4th, 2023, from that great place in Tokyo, Japan. Because as we all know, Japan, #1, forever and ever. Okay, Cherry Fong, easy. But yeah, so the main event was already announced at their last show. I forgot the name of it. I think it was called... What's the name of that damn show called? Not Power Struggle. Some weird name they had. I forgot what it was. But anyway, so Jay White defended his title against Tama Tonga of the former Bullet Club. Beat his ass and retained the title. And then after the match, he's giving his speech to the crowd and everything. And then the G1 Climax 30, what number is it up to now? 32, 33. Well, the winner of the G1, which was Okada! Okada comes out and says, "Ooh, Jay White. Ooh, me cash in briefcase. Me, you fight at the Tokyo Dome. Ha ha! Then we got sushi later." No. Anyway, so Jay White and Kazuchika Okada, the main event, probably for maybe night 1 or night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom 17, January the 4th, in Tokyo, Japan. We'll see that January 3rd. It's January 4th in Japan, so we'll see that January 4th, more like 6 o'clock in the morning. Go figure that one out. Okay. So that's that. So I can't wait for that. Hopefully they don't give the belt back to Okada for like the 99th time. Let Jay White hold it for another year or two. But it is what it is. I mean, I did see Naito face Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay whipped his ass. Oh. That was a good match. That was good. That's what Japan is. Japan is still the #1 promotion in the world. Don't say WWE because I'll smack you. This is not. WWE is not even a distant second right now. AEW is #2, WWE is #3, and Impact is, who cares? I mean, who cares about Impact? The only person that watches Impact is Andre Corbeil and Poston. That's it. Impact Wrestling. With my 250,000 views. Not even 250, 25,000 views. On freaking Access TV. It is what it is. Rampage got 404,000 views for a live show. That's sad. But it's Friday night and everybody's watching the Mets, so what are you gonna do? We'll get to the Mets in a minute. And Battle of the Belts did 314,000. Ouch! That hurts. And SmackDown did a 2.2. Huh. Okay. But SmackDown's always getting over 2 million, so. Should have done better for a season premiere. Just saying. So we'll see what Raw does tonight and how good it will be in about 38 minutes from now. So I want to get this done really quick, and then hop on board the old tele and watch Monday Night Raw from Brooklyn. And that's pretty much it. And I'll do my review probably tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Hopefully sometime in the afternoon. I don't know what I'm doing after work. I don't have physical therapy till Wednesday, so gives me some time to recharge after work, so. But it is what it is. And the weekend, I got plans on the weekend, so gotta get everything done this week before I have some plans on the weekend I gotta do. So that's that. Alright, so that's your wrestling news for now. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video on TSL number 35. Thank you all for watching. Chat room's wide open if you want to talk about the Mets or want to talk a little bit about wrestling for a little bit, not too long, like I said. But in any event, as the title below says, we're going to talk about the Mets and very disappointing end to their season. Disappointing end to the season, which ended last night at Citi Field against the Padres. They lost 6-0. One stinking hit. One. The bats fell asleep again. 2 base runners. That was the hit and a walk. Or no, I think it was a hit by pitch. What else is new? We're about to get hit by pitch so much. But they just got out-pitched by Musgrove, who kind of cheated. He cheated, but you know how baseball hates the Mets. They hate the Mets more than the Yankees. It's true. But yeah, Buck Showalter, you know, he saw like something weird happen with Musgrove's ear. It was all shiny, looked like Vaseline was on there. Some type of sticky substance. Then his shoes, he was like kicking shoes and bending down a lot. So he was like, he went to the umpires and said, hey, something's not right with that boy. So the umpires did a check, and they rubbed his ear, and I think it was in between innings, and basically said, nope, he's good. So we get that, and yeah, I have to agree with Gary Cohen, the legend Gary Cohen. It's out of here. Gary Cohen on the post-game show basically ripped Buck a new asshole and said, if you're going to pull a stunt like that, at least make it work. Bottom line, I mean, Buck rolled the dice and failed. But, I mean, it is what it is. If Musgrove did cheat, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have just came out of the game, and that's it. The Mets wouldn't have done nothing. But then the Pirates didn't even have a pitcher warmed up in the bullpen. They showed some guy stretching, and that was it. But like I said, it wouldn't have mattered if Musgrove was cheating or not. Who cares? The Mets didn't show up last night. Like the last month of the season, they did not show up. They're in first place 175 fucking days. And you get swept by the Cubs. And then you stink it up against the Nationals right before that. And then you were out of first place for 6 whole days. 6. Then you go to Atlanta, big series. We got the best 3 pitchers on the mound, and they shit the bed. And Atlanta takes the lead, and then it didn't matter if freaking Atlanta lost 2 or 3 to the Marlins, and the Mets swept the Nationals, and they ended up in a tie. That fucking series in Atlanta at the end of September really fucking mattered. Mets wouldn't be playing right now. We'd be playing tomorrow. We'd probably be playing the Phillies tomorrow instead of, freaking packing our shit and going home. And going on the golf course Tuesday morning. Waiting for the Yankees, of course. But this team was... I had a lot of faith in this team this year. I mean, we had Scherzer, DeGrom, Bassett, Walker, McGill... Well, a combination of Walker, McGill, Carrasco. Bullpen, meh. Meh. Oh, yeah, it was Edwin Diaz, who didn't really have a great 2021. But so hopefully, I was thinking maybe he would just get kicked out, but But Edwin Diaz this year, he pitched. He was probably one of the best closers in the National League this year. Didn't fuck up, maybe a couple of times. He fucked up maybe once in that San Francisco game, that legendary San Francisco game, which ended like 13-11 or something like that. That was a bad loss for the Mets. They had the lead, they fucked it up. Bad losses. Sometimes some of the bullpen guys just stunk really bad. Trevor May, get him out. Get him out. Drew Smith was red hot in the first half, and then he got injured. Goodbye, comes back, stinks up the joint. Ottavino, up and down. Who else? Lugo, who was such a great pitcher for the Mets. They put him in the bullpen as a seventh, eighth inning guy, or maybe a closer. He stunk up the joint. I hope he goes. Fuck him. Put him on another team. Let him be the starting pitcher and watch him get railed, destroyed. Fuck him. Everybody else in that bullpen, minus Edwin Diaz, stunk. Nogosek was up and down. We got him from the minor leagues. Michael Givens, why did we get him? Why? The trade deadline was a joke. It was a joke. Billy Epler, the GM, I'm like, what were you thinking? I mean, like, seriously, what were you thinking? You had Josh Bell in the palm of your hand. You had Soto in the palm of your hand. You couldn't even open up. You couldn't say, "Hey, Uncle Stevie, let's get rid of Vientos. Let's get man." I know fans won't like it, but get rid of Beatty. Get rid of Mauricio. Get rid of your top freaking prospects. You get a guy like Josh Bell or Juan Soto, even though we have to eat his contract. But whatever. We couldn't get them. They go to the Padres, and look what happened. All we got is rentals like Daniel Vogelback, who was like, meh, this year. Not even good. Then we get Jared Ruff from the Giants for freaking J.D. Davis. That was a stupid trade. Stupid! J.D. Davis goes to San Fran, who was raking the ball at the end of the year. I mean, seriously, you had no faith in JD. I know he wasn't a great clutch hitter, but come on. Darren Ruff is garbage. Oh, he's so good against lefties. No, he's not. What did he do? Struck out like 50 times. He's garbage. Michael Givens was garbage. Why did we get him from Baltimore? Why? It's probably had to be the worst trade deadline I've ever seen as being a Met fan for as long as I've been. Since a little bitty hoaxer, dude. This is probably the worst. This offense was red hot during the first half. Lindor was good. Partly good, and then the second half, when we needed him the most, he didn't show up, or he showed up for a game, and next game, goodbye. Alonso had to almost basically carry the team on his back, 40-some-odd home runs. Big deal. 100 somewhat, what do you have, 130 RBIs, I think? Something like that beats Piazza's record. Whoop-de-doo! Whoop-de-doo! He's probably not going to get the NL MVP because that's probably going to Goldschmidt, who had, I think, a little bit more RBIs. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody else in that lineup was, besides Nimmo, who had a great season, hope he comes back, unless we get Judge, which I doubt. I know Uncle Steve is going to open up that big, fat checkbook of his and really give Judge a lot of money. Other teams are going to do that same thing. The Yankees definitely will give him $500 million. Maybe the Mets will give him 501. No, 505. But Lindor had a great first half. In the second half, he kind of tailed off a little bit, got red hot again, tailed off right near the end. Marte, Starling Marte, we got a free agency from the Marlins. He was pretty good, and then he got hurt at the wrong time, right when we needed him the most, which was that Atlanta series. Right then, and then and there, I just knew the Mets were done. They were done. Marte gets hurt, done. But, like I said, Scherzer, DeGrom, Bassett shit the bed in Atlanta. But you got to give Atlanta credit once again. I hate to do this to JD, but congratulations there, JD. Your team went like 70 and I don't know how many, 70 and 14, something like that, the rest of the way. If you're playing 800 ball, you deserve that NL East title. You deserve it. The Mets just played 600 ball. Garbage. They had an easy schedule in September. They shit the bed. Like they always do in the second half. The last couple of years, they just stunk in August and September. But still, 101 wins and you don't get a title. Horrible. It was a great season, I'll say that. 101 wins. I didn't even think they were going to get 101. I thought maybe 90 at most. But 101 is not bad. But if you don't have an NL East title with that, it's disappointing. It's a failure, like Max Scherzer said. He said, oh yeah, we had a great season. Our goal was the World Series and we failed. And also he said their loss last night was a kick in the balls. I agree. You got kicked in the balls. You basically got anally raped without lube last night. And a guy that you should have just destroyed in Musgrove. And Musgrove was a better pitcher. He almost had a no-hitter. I don't even know who got the hit. Probably was McNichols, but I don't know. And McNeil, I mean, he's the only bright spot this year. McNichols, the squirrel, McNeil, whatever you want to call him. Batting championship. Second Met ever to win the batting title. The first one was Jose Reyes in 2006. Or 7. I forgot what year that was, but yeah, second Met in Mets history to win a batting title. Did it matter? No. Good for him. Good for McNichols. Good for him. You know, Escobar was up and down and got red hot in September. Red hot. Didn't matter though. Didn't matter. They're home. They're packing their shit and going back to where they live and everything. They're just watching the other teams still playing, and we're not doing nothing. Hoping and praying the Braves get knocked out. Braves and Phillies start tomorrow. I personally don't care who wins that series because they're probably going to lose to the Dodgers anyway. The Dodgers are going to the World Series. That's definite. Unless, God forbid, the Padres beat them. They're not. I don't think they will. I think they'll give them a good series. I think it's going to end in 4. Just my opinion. Braves and Phillies will probably go all 5. But we'll see what happens with all that. And we'll move on from there. Like I said, the offense was not good. James McCann, get the fuck out of New York. You are garbage. Horrible catcher. Horrible. Can't hit the backside of a barn. Get him out, please. I'd rather have Nito and Alvarez. They brought up at the end of the year, and he had one sticking home run. Make the Mets fans happy, like, oh, this is the future. But still, the offense was good and then stunk after a while. The pitching was good for a little bit, and then Scherzer gets hurt, not once, but twice with that oblique, and I think that's really what made him stick up the joint at the end of the year, and in Game 1 of the playoffs. DeGrom got hurt, wouldn't even pitch till August because of his injury. And he was good when he came back. He was, up and down. Got a couple of stinkers, but, no run support, as always. Same for Scherzer, no run support. And DeGrom shits the bed. The best pitcher in the game shits the bed. The last two games. They got lucky in game 2 on Saturday night because DeGrom gave him, I think 2 runs, and then we're like, oh no, it's going to happen again. He's going to shit the bed. They're going to get swept. But then the bats woke up, and he gets the win in game 2. But still, it didn't matter. Chris Bassitt was red hot the first half. Stunk it up after a while. So sometimes it makes me think that these pitchers cannot pitch in New York. I know it's a tough city to pitch in. Really tough. Ask the Yankees that one. But still, 101 wins and you can't fucking beat the Padres. With that lineup you have. It wasn't a great lineup, but, But still, you can get one stinking hit in a playoff game. And they were 15-3 in game 3s of the postseason. And you do that. Horrible. I'm disappointed. I'm mad and I'm disappointed. I'm pissed. I thought the Mets would at least go to the NLDS, maybe the NLCS, and maybe lose to the Dodgers. But it is what it is. So that's pretty much it. Now, what happens next? What happens next? The pitching rotation is going to be different next year. DeGrom has an option for next year. Don't know if they're going to pick it up or they're going to extend him. I hope they do. They don't send him to Atlanta or something like that. Or the Yankees, God forbid for that. Scherzer's staying because he's got 2 more years. Bassitt is a free agent. He wants to stay in New York, but I don't know if they're gonna keep him or not. I would keep him because if we get rid of Walker or get rid of Carrasco or McGill, something like that, then we have basically no pitching. And the DeGrom goes, forget it, it's done. I mean, you're gonna have Scherzer, Bassitt, maybe Carrasco, and then 2 other guys. I don't know. I hope DeGrom doesn't go and they give him a lot of money, like what he wants. And I know other teams are going to we're going to give him $150 million. Because he was I don't got that much. But I think the main focus for the Mets is getting DeGrom back. That's the main focus. Other than that, other players like Nimmo, I think Nimmo is going to return unless they go for Judge. Unless they get Judge. I don't think they're going to get Judge. They'll throw $500 million at him, but he might have I don't want to play for the Mets. People think Ohtani's going to come over. No, he's not coming over. He said that I think he said that he doesn't want to come to the Mets. That was one of the teams that he didn't want to get traded to. Now he's a free agent. Now he can come, but I don't know how that contract worked. It was kind of weird. It's you signed an arbitration, whatever he signed, and I guess they're I can't come to the Mets. Why couldn't you just finish out your contract? And how much money that Stevie Cohen would have threw at him? Probably a lot. Would Ohtani take it? I don't know. Is he going to come? I don't know. Probably not. Is Judge coming? Probably not. I think Judge is staying with the Yankees. Or, God forbid, he's going to the Dodgers or maybe Atlanta. Some team he's going to go to and he's going to get red hot again with the steroids. But I don't know. A lot of people on the Mets are going to be gone. Hopefully not DeGrom. Hopefully not Nimmo. I like Nimmo a lot. But they can't re-sign him. They lose in the Judge sweepstakes. Then who's your center fielder? There's a lot of people out there, but none are good, like Judge or something like that, or even Ohtani. There's not that many pitchers out there. People saying, "Oh, we should get Justin Verlander." No, they're not getting him. I doubt they'll get him. And other players that are out there this offseason, I don't think the Mets are going to get them, and some of them are not that good. And they'll probably just be rentals, and that's it. Cup of coffee, you know. I have a real bad fear for next year. I really do. But we'll see what Billy Epler and Stevie Cohen have up their sleeves come November and December, going into January, and then we'll see what kind of team we'll see on the field in Florida in March, well, end of February, early March, and then what the 2023 season brings. And I think they start on the road next year again. What else is due? I think I have to look at the 2023 schedule again. But man, this season. Now I knew they were. I didn't think they were going to go to the World Series this year. I didn't even have them in my predictions going to the World Series. I had them going deep into the playoffs. That was true, but I thought they were going to lose to the Dodgers because the Dodgers have a super team with Freeman and Mookie Betts and their pitching staff, and just forget it. But, you know, every freaking year since 2020, well, not even 2020 because that was a short year, even 2020, that 60-game season, the Mets were like right near the playoffs, and they shit the bed. Couldn't even get a wild card spot. Last year, they were in first place for like 100 and some odd games. Atlanta gets like Acuna and a whole bunch of fucking players get red hot. Did the same thing they did this year. Well, at least this year they didn't get a whole ton of people. They just got really red hot. And again, the Mets shit the bed in the second half. August comes. Every August, they shit the bed. And then you lose, you freaking get swept by the Cubs. The Cubs were horrible this year. And you get swept by them? That's horrible. That's freaking embarrassing. It's like losing to, they get swept by the Nationals, I think, too. Horrible. The longest winning streak was 7. The longest losing streak was 3. Like, every time they lose, like, 2 in a row or 3 in a row, they came back and just walloped people. But still, if you can't get run support for your 2 aces, Scherzer and DeGrom, you shouldn't deserve to win. But somehow, some way, they wake up in, like, the 7th and 8th inning. And there were some good games this year. Very good games this year. The comeback in St. Louis, great. Loved it. The major comeback in freaking Philly, when they were down 7-1 and won 8-7 or 9-7. That was amazing 9th inning. Amazing 9th inning. Boy, the Phillies regret that one, but now they're in the NLDS. Maybe not so much. But, man, it's a really tough pill to swallow, Met fans. It's really a tough pill to swallow. And now we begin another year of Mets therapy. Because I think all of us are going to be needing some therapy after going into the offseason, going into November, December. Now we have to watch the Phillies and the Braves beat the fucking crap out of each other. Whoever wins that loses to the Dodgers. At least one of those teams will be gone, thank the Lord. And then we have to look at the Yankees, all the Yankee fans say, Mets. Same shit every year with the Yankees. Oh, the Mets are gonna win. Yankees are the best. Blah, blah, blah. What happens if you get swept by the Guardians? What would happen? I'm not saying that it would happen, man. You never know in baseball. But what would happen if the Yankees shit the bed and get swept by the Guardians? Or get swept by the Astros? Or maybe the Mariners? What would happen? Disappointing, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. And you even have Chapman. Chapman was garbage this year. But still, they got Garrett Cole, game 1, got Nestor Cortez, game 2. They were pretty good this year. I really think the Guardians are in for a long series. It's probably going to end in 3 or maybe 4. I don't think it's going a full 5. But I think the Yankees will win that series, go to the ALCS. Maybe, and I think they're going to face the Astros again. And I think Altuve is going to show them why he's their puppy. He's going to have an amazing series against them. He always does. He always does good against the Yankees. So it's basically going to be, I think, Judgy Wudgy, and maybe Stanton wakes up, but no, probably fuck him. I think it's just going to be Judgy Wudgy against Altuve. Who hits more home runs? And who's the better pitching staff? Well, in my eyes, it's the Yankees, the top 2 guys. But then you have to picture Altuve every time, so. I mean, we'll see how everything goes starting on Tuesday, starting tomorrow, with the Game 1 of the ALDS. Probably not going to watch all of it. I don't really care. But as long as the Yankees are gone for the playoffs, I'm happy. And the Braves make the World Series, I hope they lose. I hope they lose so I can laugh at JD more. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, I got to get out of here because I got to watch Monday Night Raw coming up in 12 minutes. So I'm going to get out of here. Thanks you all for watching. Leave your comments down below what you think about the Mets season this year. If you're a Met fan, let me know your thoughts. And, if you need therapy, I'll be there with you. But, just leave me your thoughts down below. What you guys think about the Mets season this year? What do you think about the playoffs? Who's going to go to the World Series and win it? And basically anything else you want to talk about, hit me up down below in the comments. Don't forget to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Like I said, smash that subscribe button to death on this channel and all my other channels as well. Smash that like button, stick it straight up you know whose ass. And share the video all over the internet. And most importantly, tap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you! Too bad. Your loss, not mine. And that's it. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off for TSL number 35. Have a great Monday night. Should be a great Monday Night Raw tonight from the Barclays Center. We'll see what happens with that. And like I said, I'll do my review probably tomorrow. I don't think it'll be later tonight. Probably be tomorrow. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your coach. And if you're not down with that, I hate to say it, but you lose. So if you're not down with me, I can't help you because I don't care what you have to say about me. You're all jealous fucks. And I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. Go fuck yourselves, and that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace. Ha!